Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Vikings going up against the Redskins.
Thank you, Larry. And yes, snow in our nation's capital. That's the story as we join you from FedEx Field here in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Redskins. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, a little 360. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he motions the wide receiver. From midfield, here's Keenum. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Shotgun snap for Keenum. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Out of his end zone, Cousins. This one caught by Crowder. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. time running out here on the play clock. Now Thompson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Cousins now on second down. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the wideout in motion. 1st down. Here's Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The play clock's running down. And here's Marshall. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, Cousins. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Now a 1st down throw. Keenum. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 2nd down, Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Diggs in motion left. Now McKinnon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here again is McKinnon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 40. Throw with Keenum. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Keenum now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To the ground, Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Snap came at 1. Keenum finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Keenum trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Following the interception, Cousins. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Eric Kendricks in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Third and long for Cousins. Out to the left, it's complete to Dykson. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
You see, I beat you before, and I know you're a cover 4 junkie, so I'm going to kill it every time I know it's coming.
To throw, Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Kelly on the toss. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That good for 22 and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now Marshall. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Marshall taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. slot man moves right. Now it's Keenum. And this will be incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target. And it's third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Here we go now. Gone!
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Keenum under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 50. Here we go now.
From the 50, it's Keenum. Left side caught by Diggs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Diggs going in motion right. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And some room to work. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you got the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
All right, here we go.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landing.
McKenna. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Let's go. Blue landing.
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try the air now with Keenum. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the ground, it's Thompson. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
Second down, Cousins. This is Coleman with a grab. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Well, this is brought in by Pryor. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. I'll give left side, Kelly. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Redskins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Pryor has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. This is Marshall. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Time running out here on the play clock. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. He's to the 10. That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Keith Marshall, his second touchdown of the night. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one. And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. With his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum. See what they have up their sleeve. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep for well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did. I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. Keenum. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Corey Brown, 27 yards. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. Forbath out to kick this one away. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago. So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's second down. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning. It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. A second down throw for Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done. Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The play clock's running down. Cousins from the gun on third. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Play clock winding down. Cousins now on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sandejo. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
After the interception, here's Keenum. He'll find Thielen working the middle. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, it's Cook. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From midfield, here's Keenum. And his throw here is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Off the play fake, Keenum. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but They took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. All right, now, look at 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward. And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back near the goal line, Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's Sherrills. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second down following the run. The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Detroit! Go! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky puts in there. Party!
On 2nd down, here's Keenan. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Keenum. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They run it here with Thompson. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. The Skins going for it. Cousins. And no, it's incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And out now come the Vikings.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it. Well, they held them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They come out here in the I. Keenum runs the sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Case Keenum in the final minute, and the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Luck-ass win, damn computer pick, because you damn sure ain't do it. Come on. Damn man stretching out like Spider-Man. Come on, man. Luck-ass shit. You a scrub.
Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go down.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Brandon Coleman was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?